So in this video I will talk about the question is what matters. The game we are playing with the rules we think better for all, or to win the game anyhow regardless of uh, rules they set. There are many thoughts that supports the evidence and the statement that game is not always about fair or unfair. It's not always about justice or injustice. It's all about winning or losing. And the rules doesn't matter. Sometimes rules obeying rules might be a good decision to make things as you want to win the game, but the following rule is not ultimate outcome of the what we have desire. And why I'm telling this, why I'm not telling this, it's like why fuck, it's like what the fuck. Hi Shaban, bhai, fuck, sorry, let's continue. The topic was, does rule matters or not? Does winning or losing is the ultimate goal of life? Sometimes injustice is not served well. It is not question of justice. You get justice just because you have followed and you did nothing wrong. It's all about how you wanted things and how will you get, no matter the method. And what is the basis that it implies to suggest something like this? It's the learning from Hinduism. It's not learning from Hinduism, it's observational, that in Bhagavad Gita the Lord Krishna used methods that are unethical to the, it's technically not unethical, but it's somehow molded or modified just in case he get the outcome he wanted, to prove that justice justice is always be served, no matter what you do. Because if he suggests that if it's directly or indirectly affecting the end result, which is justice or injustice, it must be justice. Maybe I'm using wrong word for dharma, but I just wanted to say dharma is like duties in simple ways, but dharma is somehow complex topic from the Hindu mythology and learnings. What dharma means is not very much complex, but as a taking reference from Karma Yoga, book Karma Yoga. As I have remembered, I already have heard the summary of the book, and it suggests the dharma is all about what are your duties to the world, or to the reality you are living in. Just like my duties towards my father is to be a good child, and my duty towards the society is to do some duties that you have known. I can't just list everything right here, but it's like key do it's like why I'm saying it's like key. Okay, so it's like do good things, do not hurt each others, for uh, do not the idea in my head is unclear. I will just let you know that what I think about Mahabharata and Krishna and his strategies to win and make justice towards Dharma, follower of Dharma. I feel I might be wrong, I might be the foolish person, but that's what I think, and I said it might be wrong. But let's let me talk a bit and you decide what to choose, because it's always upon you. It's not being about right and wrong, because always the reality bends according to situations, peoples, and everything. Who had power to change is nothing about us, it's about them, is what I'm telling. Just let me start with it. Okay, so in Mahabharata, the Krishna, Lord Krishna is he suggested that I will be a advisor, I will not interfere in the I will not fight in the war. I will just be an advisor. So the whole idea revolves around how when it started the war how it started. It's all planned and it's all everything. Lord Krishna knows before everyone knows that it is going to happen. He is the mastermind behind all this, the victory of Dharma, the savior of Dharma. He said if the end result is Dharma, the methods to earn it doesn't matter. Sometimes we have to use unethical things like uh, adharmic rasto, means unethical ways to achieve the justice, to attain the dharma, to remain the win of dharma. He ensured that, and how his working principles and thought ideology behind is, which concludes to an observation that I did. It might be wrong, I might be foolish, I'm saying it again, but I just feel like talking about it, because I think that's important. Somehow, you see, we believe that he is the ultimate truth. Yes, he is the ultimate truth, because what he says, what he do, he makes sure it falls into his place. He makes sure that conclusions are being concluded by as he wanted. Is it wrong? That's the question. Is it wrong? Sometimes he did something. Sometimes in some scenarios in the war of Mahabharata, he he did mm, many he chose many unethical ways to carry out wellness good things. My vocabulary is just being fucked. I have no extra good words to represent the situation right now, but I'm trying. That's what I do, and that's what is the purpose behind the making this video. I don't know if I wanted to post it or not, but I might do. So, hear me out. In some rules, in some games, justice and injustice, we think ideally is being served. Okay, but Mahabharata had many examples that justice and injustice is not being served. It's all about who follows the dharma and who did not. And the question arises in my head that who decide what is the dharma? And which come to a conclusion that Lord Krishna himself decide what is dharma, what is dharma and how it should be. So when he says, when you say I did it, it might be a it might be done by Krishna, and if you say I lose, it's might be done by Krishna, because all these things, the reality that we are perceiving, it might be created and controlled by Krishna. And justice and injustice is not being served well. We think, don't you think that like justice and injustice is not being served all the time, and he knows it. If he exists, okay, if he exists, he knows what is happening, and he not always excuse me, and he not always came into the game and play and make things go well. But ultimate message that Mahabharata gives is, if you decide, if you have power, if you have everything, uh, to not follow dharma and do what else you want, there might be a higher intelligence who will protect the dharma. And if you if you don't follow the path which leads to the dharma, eventually you will be cut out, which gives the idea that everything is being said is gives the idea that whoever follows the dharma will always be protected by higher intelligence. Higher intelligence is I mean superpowers, which is directly or indirectly said that Lord Krishna himself will save every person who is following dharma. But sometimes that doesn't happen. That's reality, I think. That's the reality we are living, and what we can do about it, because we think everything that happens, not every time Lord Krishna will come and save our lives. So what we should do, that's your choice. Let's see what Lord Krishna says. No, let me reframe it. Let's see how Lord Krishna handled things and what his work ethics in Mahabharata. Okay, so what he says is, sometimes we have to follow unethical ways to obtain the outcomes that is well for work well, or implies that idea that dharma should be protected or dharma should be followed. Everything we do or happens, it's all about dharma. Recall the question that I have previously mentioned that who decides the dharma. If we think that everything written in the Mahabharata is true, then Lord Krishna exists. But if we question the book written Mahabharata, then we should question the Dharma, because it's all being said which has no base. And there are some things which can't be explained by logical rational things, but they exist, and we can't question that with logical answers, logical questions. But that might be also abstract idea leads to an misleading belief that we should not question that, and we should always believe that there is dharman, there is higher intelligence that protects everything. You should follow the path, otherwise you will get cut out. Other Let's move on to the other observation. The other observation is about Mahabharata is great display of power by every character they have in it. It's really great representation and display of the power game, power dynamics, strategic decisions, everything, just to attain power. Okay, just to attain power. And to see, if you live in this level of realm, which is everything is logically correct, everything is followed by rules, this is on this. And when someone passed this, someone didn't obey the rules and attain what is not attained at this level as being normal, someone starts doing something unethical to attain the power. Okay, so all the characters there, just like Pandavas and Kauravas, were living on this level. uh, everyone, some are labeled the protectors of dharma, followers of dharma. Some are labeled as adharmi, but they are still powerful, they have still resources, as same as the people who followed. So here the Lord Krishna comes to play on this level. He say, who decide the rules? You are breaking. If that rules are decided by the higher ones at this level, for this level, this basically the people living on this level decides the rules for this level, and Lord Krishna on this level decides the play, decides the destiny, decides not decides the destiny, but somehow he's a higher intelligence, right? So he might be on this level, who decides what happened to this level. I forget what I wanted to say. No, I don't wanted to say anything. I was just explaining the things that I have noticed and observed. I might be wrong, but that's the way I think. And whole purpose behind recording this video is to improve speaking English and to be good at articulation. So I chose the subject that I love. I might made many grammatical mistakes, but purpose of the video is to make one. Goodbye.